This is the leftover crepe pancake batter that I did yesterday. Look at the bubbles. Well, definitely because it has yeast in it, so it's obvious that it's going to have some kind of fermentation in here. But this is going to be what, 2 pieces most likely, at least 2 to 3 thin crepes. So I'm going to add some more to it so I can have more and share with my sister. So I'm going to add the usual flours that I used yesterday. So guys, next to the sourdough starter, this is the most important ingredient. Otherwise, it's going to be the usual regular pancake or crepes, but adding glutinous rice flour makes it chewy. It's something totally different from the other crepes that you have been eating. So I'm going to add 2 cups of this glutinous rice flour and 2 cups of the polenta cornmeal. The sourdough starter that I saved a few days back. That much. Okay. And truvia, 4 pieces. And then I'm gonna thin it out with a lot of water. So I cannot exactly tell you how much. I will probably end up using 2 cups of water. If you have low-fat milk, then you can use that too. And I'll add 1 tablespoon of baking powder and 1 tablespoon of yeast to this. Using red star. I want this dough to have that rice and leavening, so I'm using 1 tablespoon and also a little bit of baking powder just to give the extra lift. And I will probably let this proof or rest for an hour. Let me see. It's going to be that thick. So I'm going to thin it out with some water. You can also, if I have soaked some oatmeal last night, I probably would want some oats in here too. And you can also add ground nuts. Oops. If you have some leftovers, don't worry about it. You can just put it inside your refrigerator. It looks quite a lot, but not really if you're sharing it with somebody. So what it needs now are more chia seeds. You let the chia seeds soak in there. And lots of sesame seeds. I love sesame seeds. Not particularly fond of black sesame seeds. Ugh, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to check my ginger ale that I'm brewing. This is the 4th day. Not exactly technically the 4th day because I did this around 11 o'clock in the morning and it's only 8:30. So a little less than 4 days. This is only my second time to make ginger ale. The first one was one really small bottle. But I'm not sure if this is really exactly what I'm supposed to see. I don't know, but this one has a lot more bubbles than this compared to this second lot. There's really nothing much going on here, except for maybe I shook the jar a little bit more. That's why the bubbles disappeared. So I'm really on the fence on what to do. Do I bottle it today or do I wait another one day? So I have already these bottles sterilized. Have 2 of these. The others have kombucha in them inside the refrigerator. So am I supposed to taste this? I think I'm going to bottle this one and wait for another day on this one. Maybe I used, but wait. Yeah, I think I added a little bit more ginger on it. Look at the bottom of the jar. There's a sediment at the bottom. My question is, am I supposed to drink that or should I take that away or strain it? I don't know exactly what to do. But let me just, yeah, bottle this one up and see what happens. I think I should taste it, right? Okay, guys, so we'll see what happens. But this is my second time to brew 2 large jars of ginger ale, and I have no idea what to do. Look at that. It's been an hour and a half or so, and this is the polenta or cornmeal sticky rice flour. We call in Tagalog malagkit, but this is glutinous rice flour, sticky rice, and some whole wheat, some sweet potato flour, chia seeds, sesame seeds, and a large amount, about 2 cups of slurry sourdough starter that I've been feeding, well, the discards for the past 10 days. Uh-huh. And I'm going to check. I will fry a very small portion of this pancake batter and test if I like the taste. If not, I'm probably going to add whatever I can think of at the moment. Maybe more whole wheat or grind some pecans or walnuts and add it to it. Maybe some almond flour or coconut flour, because I have those also in the kitchen, in my pantry. And I want it a little thinner this time because I want it to have that soft, really crepe-like consistency. And you'll know once you taste this, the texture of that sticky rice, it's so good. I'm also going to test it because I want to check the salt level. Not much of the sugar level because I don't like this really sweet. That's why I used stevia. Okay, So this is going to be my snack, because you know it's hard when you're on diet and you want to grab something just to stave off that hunger, and you don't have anything, so you grab a bag of chips. Ugh, that's the worst thing that can happen to you when you're on diet and doing intermittent fasting. But so far it's working on me. 2 months into my intermittent fasting, and I can now wear my size number 2 and tailor jeans, trousers, pants, loafers. If I'm not going to cook all of this today, I will just put it in a glass jar and stick it in the refrigerator. You can also freeze this and use it when you make a bread dinner roll or another batch of pancake. Anything. You can use this with almost anything. You can also use this to make a sort of like chicken nugget batter or fish fry batter. Yep. I hope, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed, that this would somehow be a little on the sour side, like that. I want that sourdough starter sourness to it. Hopefully. Yeah, so let's check. I'm going to fry a little bit of this just to check the taste of this crepe. I decided to add some molasses and 2 egg yolks to this one because it's taking too long to color, to get some coloring into the pancake. So that's what it is, guys. You adjust and you taste and you adjust. But yeah, this would taste great as well if you have some oat flour in there. So another thing that I forgot to mention is that you need to add some pancake batter, or yeah, pancake mix into this, and eggs. It doesn't have to be egg yolks. You can use whole eggs, aside from the yeast and the baking powder that you used. And it's up to you if you want to make it as thin as the crepe, um, or if it should have a little some thickness to it. But yesterday was a lot thicker than this one, and I kind of like it this way today. And yeah, you can make it crispy. After about an hour, this is going to be soft. This will soften up. So you can store this and freeze this in your freezer. You can store it for a long time. So I'm making a lot today, so because I'm sending some to my sister. Can also do that. Grab a stick of butter or a bar of butter. And that will taste even much better with the butter on it. So you can cook it soft like a real crepe, or you can cook it crispy if you want. Okay, soft. It's up to you. Don't forget to stir. You can make it bigger if you like, and fill it with all sorts of toppings or fillings. Like that, and put your covered. Don't forget to remove this after about a minute, because the condensation will drip into the pancake and it will make it soggy. I'm wiping the water off the pan because I don't want it to drip onto the pancake. Right guys, I'm gonna finish this while I'm sipping my coffee, and I'm going to post the recipe in the description, so hopefully you try this. Don't throw away your sourdough discards. Use it to make pancakes, crepes, breads, flatbreads. Whoa. I like that the center is crispy and the outside is soft and chewy. Delicious, guys. Mmm.